On one occasion, they even called me a homosexual.
Oh, they did?
Oh, yes.
Wow.
Yes, and I don't want to name names.
You've been through a lot.
And I actually called the person who said that.
But 1 week to election, na General Secretary say, Treasure, Ombrambe Katre, Skasem. Nana B0mb advice here. And my update of security. Me donyame.
Not just say my hook account to a
was very, very poor.
Hopefully inadequate.
Now me use phone. Every security coordinator head. Aliu. Mr. Aliu. As a national vice chairman of the party, I have been voted by people. People voted for me to come and work. But people don't know what we are doing. So I have to tell people what I'm doing for the party. So me phone. Every what do you say? Coordinator. Aliu. Now me say, Ali, what are you doing? 1 week to Akotia election. What is the roadmap? Our men, how many men do you get? When him the Aliu catcher me say, Chairman, I've wrote my budget, my budget at the treasure office. Up to date, B0mb me.
Hey, NPP for man treaty papa yi. Former national chairman de ma NPP. Paul Afoko, papa no metin kan che na menim kwa so da so Ghana. Papa no na nsem o ka no. To wa city mi na obesu. Hey NPP. Na mutimi ye papa gentleman we say mutimi ye ne sa. Former NPP chairman Paul Afoko, I say the NPP for the year because of Nanado Ntino. Abufu ana esenimu. Oso okaizo omampani kufuo. Esia no se Paul Afoko. German nka say mitimi German nka o. Oso mu ho ye me here me time. De omo dia ya me no. Kwana mo fa so ya ediku mani ma se no. Mitimi fa ncho mo da. Oso abufu na na ewo ni mu no. It took a very long while. Ansana, or the chum na. O man pedi kufuo say we no say, oh. Say the we okay was so. Say the me okay. Was the first no. Me hu mo kra na me sesa channel. Me hu say kufuo adu na TV zo na masesa no. Say na no hear me time. But ene abufuo na perform. Say no me ko concern me form bio. Do me bi omunye. Me nya masem. Omo party, say the party no mo yima frim me nka ho bio. To mo masem. Na papa no kwan fa so kan nsem me kura me wura ho.
Because for 9 years I have kept quiet. And at one point I really believed that I would be helping the party when the government at the time had just come in under Nana Akufo-Addo. I was called on air and asked, do you think Akufo-Addo is going to be able to meet the promises he made for the 100 days? And I responded by saying, no, he can't. No government can. I mean, if you say you have your whole government in place, don't forget even the presiding member down there at the assembly is part of the government structure. And if all those pieces are not in place, and don't forget, 100 days is only 3 months and 10 days. By the time he forms his government and all that. So I think we should give him some slack and allow him. It was a torrent of attack, virulent attack.
You were attacked?
Yes, from within the NPP, on air. Afoko says Akufo-Addo is going to fail. And I was sitting at home, I never even heard it. Then one of the most revered presidents we've ever had, President Kufuor, he called me and said, where are you, Paul? I said, I'm at home. He said, I'm also at home, come over. And, you know, at that time we were neighbors, so I just went over to him. And he said, what have you been saying on air? I said, oh, nothing much. He said, you've just been saying the government will fail? I said, no, I never said that. And I said, luckily, I record my calls. So I pulled out my phone and I played it out to him. He listened and finally said, Paul, if you are saying something that positive and you can be attacked in this manner, because I've been listening to the radio, that's what he said to me. I think you should be careful what you say. And from that day, I said no more.
No more radio interviews.
No more even talking publicly to the media about party politics.
Till today.
NPP, yeah, till today.
9 years ago.
You are the man who is making me talk. And I've told you why.
Thank you, sir.
At the height of all the problems, you were the only one who gave me a platform.
It's true.
To talk.
You said something about troubles and the 3 things that you should
the
never forget.
3 things you never should forget, or 3 persons you should never forget. The first is the one who stood by you when you were in trouble. The second is the one who ran away from you when you were in trouble. And the third one is the one who caused the trouble for you. Never forget those 3 people.
That is deep.
And you'll be okay in life.
I say Akufo-Addo any B0mb I wanna boy ya na nyecha. Yi ni firi Oldboga. Na papa no wie na ka say ye bisa na say na NPP. Mo time yi na ni say aja penifo amanyini mo adwimo do mo nim de mo ye. Ebia na NPP we na say NPP wo den. O say NPP leaderless. O mu ni leadership say. O mu say nya discipline ba ko say. O say imagine say o say me nkwa Billian not because isi ni ye ni na party for am media maw man ko grassroots for nchan ko bisa mo say enya dan ye bese ye twe ho fi election mu man ye ni na mato aso akọ mo man ko bi mo leaders ni man ko mo gurus ni na ko bi mo wie ya makodi ncho we animgu asese na we wo leader pa mo take dishem tan basasa ana say wona say pola pa ye friend say afenyo market ono masa jaja modin sanche no o say da ben pa na NPP ebe minority with less than 100 MPs in parliament na we mu ni na ifro mu leaders NPP omuni leader dia sisi.
I've only broken my silence because of the state of the party today. It's nothing to write home about.
You think the NPP is nothing? The state in which it is now is nothing to write home about?
It's rudderless.
The NPP is rudderless. They
Yes.
don't have any, rudder that they can help them to navigate.
Leadership
is lacking in the NPP.
Yes, absolutely.
Really?
And discipline. Leadership, discipline, they go together. I can see it. But
There's a party chairman. There's a party general secretary who's out there doing great jobs and mobilizing. You think that the party is rudderless?
Where's the party chairman?
Well, he actually put in a request. I think that he's actually excused him, maybe on health grounds. We don't know, family matters. So why? That is a genuine request.
And as per the constitution, the first vice chairman takes over.
Correct.
When I say leaderless, you see, if a party makes a decision that we have an election coming up, or we are not going to take part, stay away, and party members, you see, without even going to talk to the people in that constituency, to say, look, we really want to boycott. What do you people think? You may end up not having representation in parliament. What do you think? And let the grassroots tell you that we think we can fight this thing and win it, so don't boycott. But you make a decision and then you impose it on them.
You think that was not fair, that was not right?
And they proceed
yes.
to ignore you. And your member goes and files to contest that seat. And all your top gurus go there to campaign against the party's instructions. Will you call that leadership?
You were worried?
Discipline?
You were worried?
You were
disappointed?
Concerned, yes. Concerned that there's no discipline, there's no proper management and leadership.
But you have a strong minority led by Osahene Afenyomarket. You believe that there are great people in your party. The
What
NPP.
did you just say? A strong what?
Minority?
Is this where the NPP should be?
The NPP should be what? The majority.
A minority? Historic minority? When has the NPP ever lost elections and gone below 100
seats?
When?
Well, but times,
since 92.
But times and seasons, Chairman Afoko.
Why? That's the question. Why?
Dear Mpana, we catch wa we have to that extent say. Na who say na nado ne B0mb kura TV so a na who you TV and I say Ubedia di say omo person omo campaigning against me no. No we before. omo go to the extent say omo say me homosexual me again I was and come on trying to be a woman so na gay homosexual me Paul Afoko e ho na me ka say baby ade na duru ne ye modi matema ni na nka me da chamo na sepa mo be from homosexual mo from gay am say NPP for mo sha say di mo mpani for atemache say the mo sha say mba umia na Kennedy tutumo mo ni sa na papa say omo de no so say omo gu na ni ma say poto omo ye no fi na e ho no ka say baby aduru ne is of fun ho adwene.
Now, to have gone through all that, including party gurus who were campaigning actively against me, trying to smear my name, on one occasion they even called me a homosexual.
Oh, they did?
Oh, yes.
Wow.
Yes, and I don't want to name names.
You've been through a lot.
And I actually called the person who said that. I called him and I said, I hear you're calling me a homosexual. And so where did you hear that from? I said, I asked you a question. Either you say yes or no. He said, I don't want to engage in that sort of conversation. I said, anyway, I called you to tell you one thing. If I am a homosexual and you describe me as a homosexual, I will not be offended because that is what I am. If I am not a homosexual and you call me a homosexual, then you're only just telling lies because I am not a homosexual. So I'm not offended. I'm just calling you to tell you that this sort of negative politics is not good. So just leave it. Respect yourself. And it's an older man.
Wow.
Older man.
All in the name or because of politics.
Politics. So I told him my truth and cut it and moved on. This is what I went through. So on that day, after all the vote buying in Tamale,
oh, people bought votes to kick you out, to make sure that you would not become...
I had constituency chairman come up to me and say, Chairman, not chairman then.
Yes.
Mr. Afoko, look at this money.
Wow.
I've just been given this money and told to go and share it amongst my executives.
Did you buy votes?
Why would I do that?
You've never done that.
I had gone round the constituencies. I had gone round 3 times. I had delivered my message. I had warned them that if we did not win the next election, the sitting president would win his second term. That would mean NPP being in the wilderness for 12 years.
Wow.
And we will be emaciated. So it was only good and proper that we got together, fought this thing properly and diligently.
And they bought into your message.
And they got my message.
Now, you say papa say na dey na ko kan ye ntia MPP for no mbufu wa ye feel gay e no se hwe adan ya ma ko criticize na na do na kwa akofo ado na onye nipa ye nka na asem me ko kan na asem ye and your mom support na na do na kwa akofo ado baby we sharp it and they did ya tell me left right center enu kwan say enka me am ye party chairman that time na me the leader of the party me criticize obi o shemase. How dare them? But hey, also mu di matente say men sem fata say me kasa fa kufu ado ho. Me say hey, ye mu ye yo mun ka shen no mbadu ene omune.
Somewhere say akamika, but mbeka because of the benefit of doubt no. Nkrofo ewa abonte. Unim. Ye were a national officers platform. Me try good platform no say. Yen 10 national executive no. Me try say me sramu mu update here. Dia na ekoso akotia by election way. Up to date, we don't know what is going on. As a national officer, na ka 1 week.
We may come here the asrika no ato aso. Say o ka say o tro e nam say, I say o your voice and now tro because Kevin say myself crowd no tro.
Kevin tell look, me try how me phone so. I say ni our 10 national executive platform no. Now me be so almost say barely 1 week to Kotia by election. Please, colleague officers, what is going on? This is what I wrote for them. But 1 week to election, na General Secretary say, Trasha, Mbrambe Kachraye, Skasem. Nana B0mb advice here, and my update of security. me donyame.
Not just a mahoke to
me see
was
very very poor.
Hopefully inadequate.
Let me use phone. Every security coordinator head. Aliu. Mr. Aliu. As a national vice chairman of the party, I have been voted by people. People voted for me to come and work. But people don't know what we are doing. So I have to tell people what I'm doing for the party. So me phone. Every what do you say? Coordinator. Aliu. Let me say, Ali, what are you doing? 1 week to Akotia election. What is the roadmap? Our men, how many men do you get? When the Aliu catcher me say, Chairman, I've wrote my budget, my budget at the treasure office. Up to date, B0mb. This is Oldboga. This is what will catch me within 1 week. No, beside me say, me Aliu catcher me say, Alazi mikura mi nim say yebe ko anaye nko.
What?
I am telling you. Aliu si me bua ombra catcher me bua e. Pato. So ayesa no na me yi phone. E fra treasure. Na me say na treasure. What are you telling us? Na sika general secretary say me mbisa wo. Say na mbe. Na treasure catcher me say general secretary Alaji, I'm begging you. I know nothing. I don't know anything that is going on about this Akotia by election.
Laila.
Let me ye phone. Efra Bute. Let me say, Chairman, if you people joke with me, I'm telling you, I will destroy all of you. What? You people should update us. What is going on? 1 week to Akotia by election. Bute. When am Bute catch me? Me B0mb catcher dia Bute catcher me. Bute catcher me say Alaji, acting national chairman of the New Patriotic Party. Was say Alaji, I don't know anything about Akotia by election.
Oh, NS ya kumi.
Now me catcher and say, Adan, one Fred General Secretary. No catcher me say, what Fred General Secretary for the past 5 days today. Or Fred General Secretary mfa.
Enti mo kone na ma
me say tie. This is what the first vice chairman said. That Onu Fred General Secretary 5 times. Let me phone a Fred General Secretary. Now me say General Secretary, yes. The acting national chairman, Bute say he called you 5 times, you didn't pick. What is the problem? Me, we are one kura. Ohonom no General Secretary me baha na afonyo market ho. Na afonyo market hwe me say na afonyo market say, hey Alaji, o say na kra wo opposition no dia wo di no pa. This is what afonyo market told me. I swear to God. Afonyo market say Alaji, mayadaw opposition no dia the whole national executive wo na wo di opposition ye pa, wo di opposition no pa. Na me bisa Bute. Na Bute say he don't know anything. Skabia no ho oba no ho. Na me say na say ya ko ba election sign. Na poto me sa frɛ Nana B ya security system no say security nipa sign na de beko. The national organizer couldn't tell me how many securities are we sending them as a personal security yede omuko Akotia. Or see omudi asem no security bibia adema herikote. Na me say na me kura me kuntakwa ama me kuntakwa platform no ama mini Nana B kura ema exchange of words. Na me catch her say Nana B why? Herikote is a national officer.
Na some people from Musha say Buga party na nyene. And starting from the days of Paul Afoko mutambu, any combination Paul mutam. Ana muyi sa guru sumpenifo ya no mutimi face ase edun ketiam no. Edisi nchen. Ana all of a sudden from nowhere, like of Nana B, Justice Frimpong Kodua, and we take over. Also na obuso the current party chairman wa hen. And I say so Yario say family issue yentenenka bi okay. The first vice chairman wa hen yenti ono so nka and now na take over general secretary Justice Frimpong Kodua on na dey bi okasa. Enti ono do anya the temerity say okwa contest as a national chairman because yes, what on ne ho aton ne ho vi say obetima ye. Also leaders here umunim de omo ye. And again, so from top to down approach now omo ye no. Who leader and come say muni way. And true. Look, I don't know why everybody keep on talking about the truth to the NPP and they alone they can see. Omo ngesi de otini dia on ehun de ni jan hyefa nefa. NPP from kwanti jan hoyin. Yeah, you didn't say na hyehyɛ ba mo de so mo say hyehyɛ omo you okay. No mu wie na say ade no hyehyɛ omo wie a omo say busa say ade ti na hyehyɛ omo. Mo lose election wie na ma say blame games. You don't know that the conduct now mu put up the arrogance. You not listening and mo lose. And then when the NPP used to be the party of intellectuals, where say men when they were speaking, but they say brofo and some no the depth of asemna cannot me say asemna we do. And then akoye abronye na nabi chama wuntumi afenyo markets chese aniedie asoden gidi aggressiveness and now about the depth of the conversation no and how loud they can be na loudness there ye di wini heart da ben na metia mu hey odo mepaw e be na odo what you say wo pe odo krokro ba no ne kuma so ade ma no mani hu se eno ne ye de pe ba wo pe se ye obi a ye vote bia te se ba wo da na obeto ama musu mu tie mabu yasum NPP NDC used to be like that no mu tie I know mum for NPP for eti. Shall say go creative school, any training lawyers. I shall say pay good communicators. And any zinika sa trust brofo we asasrewa. NPP na no yes I near mano. Onu mum hey, and the day and the empene near be kwatena form near be na hey you will retaliate. And no we need election. And no since when? And loudness a winning election. Any for the time now we are no man. Na Ghana na literacy rate no. Na 30%. And then the literacy rate no. And then what go so free education, you have free school tertiary education for free admission. Okay, someone from go school you. People are learning how to talk in gentility, inform, educate. More than so entertaining here with aggressiveness. And you think people just wake up and come and vote for an entertainer? Ye be booming. GDP in Gomodiano. And entertainment too. Dollar to CD ratio and entertainment. You cannot be shouting and be performing like that. And that's why it didn't work. In that ACS, the entire near you one. Mon penny for no credit, you make kind of credit party for. Appointee being aim is behavior, you tell the truth. But they don't know for money now, so more go for. So Obia only the kind of credit company in free. How many people and a million of people from that 2016, embassy 2024? How many people and a million move free people? And that's all how good the man can communicate. Papa ni against of NPP there. Or not enough or ya bomoa. Na mo se mo. Imagine mo pay on Solomon a friend say Dr. Zatoa. The way I saw bono left right center pa. Look NPP. Mo say mo go back to my drawing board no. Mo tire. Na mo say no. You need this men understanding the genesis of the party. The founding members. Now we are President John Adekunku, former president. On come complain say you ne frame. I say papa, now where you from say? Omo na no me active mbonu ye you mo. Now na we dey agunya wie. What's me a founding member na mo yime. But you know, the former president John Adekunku the depth of knowledge the onim 1992 party ni be na o kan obi o. Abedi president for 8 years. Only the first NPP ni obedi agunya o Ghana under the 1992 constitution. Still, on the ground, I'm going to tell you. Papa ne kasa wie omo make me pacho. No. They didn't come to say, "Oh, please forgive us. We are sorry." No. The omeka and say, you know, they even came to justify. Omo justify why they don't go to consult the man. And I'm going to say, how many people nagu? A man who cannot accept his faults, who does not understand there's a problem, cannot solve anything. And I'm not surprised at this current NPP leadership. Maybe I'm headed towards some copem. But they are the people that don't understand some copem. Come here, papa, a friend Paul Afoko. I can't say area who area. So friend papa, who names or you want ma. Now friend gay, who friend homosexual, who need pay all because we criticize Obia. No, no, air charm and any panel air flag bearer. Nani panel also check criticism. Won't mean can answer me, support to me, anyway, I will go party na mama. And the NPP is not attractive, not just because of the party executives, also because of the former president. How he decided to manage the economy, how he decided to be arrogant himself, catch or him port the man is as yes, so he sorry no match out. Bodyguard, sorry. Or he no, or he who what time was on? Oh, now I said 8 years you did Tamason. And now if we don't go do Javena, oh, I think I'm what you see, why did you have to do that? I didn't think the winning pay say. He no, umbrella so not as it's all. Also, on sorry, and tiao. Abela Ghana, Yahoo Rollins. Or no, I am military president. Ebe Yahoo say what got him is on Canada. Yabe for gentle Jack. Papa is not the menu. Or no clear to blue, your bodyguard, when in a combat form. And that's all he knows on Tiano. Yabe Johnny was a Times professor. At that time, no one and Abedi Akuya now a professor Mua. Yabe is own dear pa. One gasa in it, sorry, Tiame. Yabe drawn the money, Mahama. One gasa in it, sorry, Tiame. Began another than Quafu Minutes and another son in Zunguandia. Was saying I am and sorry, Tiano. All because Paul Afoko criticizes that same person. Must they be? Nobody can criticize him. And then after NPP, who ye sweet, and ye say Tassentasi, and David be a matter for Farisanium Moto. Now the mood 2 years still Musuban say, a time for non ferry, a time for bedding kunim, or bedding kunim sa, obediaco. And Paniabo say, a folk casa okay, a lantern mantia, dear. And in penny for a car, almost share opinion of my NPP before. This current leadership will listen, but time I want to use all about for national time. Says he and there's none about to us with the end. Namon sorry, munti, and I am sir. Way a naked truth. No crown anyhow, no crown no fear anywhere near the house of the truth teller. Me can say we are not carry, but me can we for comments no. At the comment section, because me know me and then cricka for they can also no credit na the NPP for the year for a year and I say ye. We are subscribing, like it, na share monia, and ye be anyway. Edino a Maxi, Billian, Macau, bye bye. Nazar's supposed to know.